Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 6 of May I Scraplift You. And today we are scraplifting Lisa, and her information will be in the description box. Look at this gorgeous layout I found of hers. I believe she said she scraplifted it off of Pinterest, and I just thought it was beautiful. I'm kind of going to cheat a little, but I definitely am thrilled to get a layout done with this kind of concept. I am going to document a picture from the beach, and here's my cheating. I still have this for my hip kit collection, and I really want to get it used, and this felt like the perfect time to do it. So I'm kind of making this more simplistic than her gorgeous layout. So I've got my papers, my embellishments, my picture, and this awesome layout. So let's see how this goes. So I have glued down the cutout from Hip Kit that literally came with this paper. I just had to attach them. Super simple. And so it's still the same kind of concept. I did debate covering the actual sun part and just leaving the rays, like covering it with my picture, because her picture is over a little bit, but I am going to stick with my picture being right here on the left, just so I'm not covering the complete amount of that, like the actual sun. And so I did map my picture in black. She's got that black that's kind of in between her rays. And I love that when you're using, especially like these pastel-y colors, because it's so bold. And it helps those colors just really pop out of the page, and the definition between each of the little rays or triangles. So I don't know if my brain was just not ready for laying out triangles tonight, or if it's just because I've been working with this collection and keep looking at this thinking I need to use that for something, and this just seemed to be the perfect thing to do. So I went ahead. I do have another picture that I considered using this for. It's our family picture. It was out on the back deck, so that the beautiful skies in the background and everything, but I decided to go ahead and stick with the sun. This is a sunrise, so that's why I ended up titling this Morning Sunshine. And I really wasn't sure how I wanted to embellish, because most of her embellishing is really just some sequins. It is a very unembellished, honestly, because it's mostly just some sequins and buttons kind of through the rays, and then a little cluster of them on the bottom. And then of course the title, it's stunning and it didn't need a whole lot, and I kind of went with that same concept. I want to use some things from the collection because it's kind of the whole point. And I did want to go with the concept of, she also has like 2 different fonts for her title. Hers says Carolina Sunrise. And so I thought using the font from the alphas that came with this collection, and then using the word sunshine from the collection, would fit with that as well. I did put mine down at the bottom instead of up at the top. And then I'm just going to build like a little cluster down here. Actually, I just put one embellishment, and then I'm going to add some sequins. But I build a little cluster to the right of the picture, and a very little cluster on the top left of the picture. Just a little flower, a little heart, and then I'm going to put a little word phrase there that just says, now this is what I call paradise. Just because, like I said, I feel like this is not, even without the sequins, this is a beautiful layout just based off of the paper does all the work. And it is perfectly fine to let the paper or the embellishments do all of the work, especially when you're, I'm not necessarily want to say I'm playing catch up, because I'm not rushing myself or anything, but I do want to scraplift all the people from Crystal's list this month, because I just love doing May I Scraplift You. It's a whole lot of fun, and it usually helps me find at least a couple new people to follow on Instagram or on YouTube. And so this year she has the list of 31 people. I was blessed enough to get on it, so later on this month some people will be scraplifting me, and that's exciting. But I definitely wanted to pull some things. I had already pulled like day 1 through day 7 layouts of different people who I wanted to scraplift. So, I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't planning on doing it. It's just life gets in the way sometimes, and I am okay with that. I'm not beating myself up about it or anything like that. But it is good to feel some scrappy mojo coming and getting some layouts done. So I did decide to pull out my squeakwins. There's I added an extra Q in there. I brought out my orange and yellow sequins, And I just kind of put 2 or 3 in all of the little rays, depending on how big they were. I don't want them to be in the same place necessarily. I want them to kind of be around, and I did alternate the orange and the yellow, and I'm going to add a couple more here and there, and then I am going to make a couple little clusters of 3 down by the title and that little small cluster on the right of the picture, just to kind of bring the sequins down there. Like I said, she has sequins and buttons down in the bottom left of her picture, but because her picture is over some, I didn't want to put them, down there on the left bottom corner. I figured I would just use mine in the little clusters I've got going on. And really, that is it. It was pretty simplistic. Took me about 30 minutes to get it done, only because I stopped a couple of times to watch my show that's playing while I create. But here is her gorgeous layout. I mean, not just her picture. The layout is just stunning. The colors, that black really pops it. And the course sequins are fun to work with. So then here is the close-up. I hope you'll go down in my description box and check her out. Her information, whatever I have, will be there. I do believe I have a YouTube channel for her. So I hope you'll go check her out, as well as all the other people who are hopping around with May I Scraplift You this month. Always thanks to Crystal with Pineapple Papers, who started it and got this list together. I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you all have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping!